Winter 1959. 10 experienced hikers leave Sverdlovsk for a grade 3 trek in the northern Urals. 1, Yuri Yudin, turns back with leg pain. The remaining 9, led by Igor Dyatlov, push toward Kolatsyakal, the mountain of the dead. Diaries mention fixing a stove, bad weather, light jokes. Photos show rising wind. On February 1st, they pitch a tent on an exposed slope just below a ridge, a choice that will matter. When they miss their return, searchers fan out. On February 26th, the tent is found collapsed and partly buried. Inside, boots, jackets, food, everything you'd grab in a storm, left behind. A single file of footprints leads downslope, some in socks, some barefoot. The pattern is steady, not a stampede. 2 bodies by a cedar and a small fire. 3 more on the slope headed back toward the tent. 2 months later, 4 are found in a ravine beneath snow, near a snow den. The first 5 likely died from hypothermia. The ravine 4 show severe injuries. 1 fatal skull fracture, 2 with compressive chest trauma, 1 with soft tissue missing, consistent with decomposition in running water and scavengers. No attacker tracks, no defensive injuries. The Mansi helped the search. Investigators ruled this out early. No large predator tracks at the tent. Injuries don't match a mauling, cross it off. Some clothing showed elevated radioactivity. Testing was limited and prior industrial exposure is plausible. No burns, no hair loss, no radiation sickness. This proves contamination, not cause. Lights in the sky were reported that winter, elsewhere and earlier, but at the site, no blast pattern, no shrapnel, no burns. The tent remained anchored. Pressure waves can't explain the orderly footprints or later survival actions. Infrasound can induce unease, but panic doesn't fit the evidence here. We see a measured descent, a fire, a snow shelter, and clothing reuse. Panic theories fail on the details. For years, people argued no avalanche because the slope looked shallow and the tent was visible weeks later. But modern snow modeling shows a different picture, a small, dense snow slab formed by wind loading and the earlier snow cut for the tent can release hours later. Not a roaring avalanche, a compact plate sliding a short distance with serious force. Add katabatic winds, dense frigid air flowing downhill, deforming the tent and burying the entrance. Cutting out is the fastest way to prevent burial and escape a collapsing shelter. Why leave gear? Step 1 in avalanche terrain is move out of the hazard zone, regroup lower at the tree line for shelter and firewood. Footprints show that calm, logical descent. The ravine injuries match a later snow shelter failure. A roof of snow, cornice or wind deposited, collapses onto those in the den, causing compressive trauma with minimal external laceration. That pattern matches the autopsy notes. February 1st night. The team carves a tent platform into a wind-loaded slope. Hours pass, wind builds. The tent sags, a crack, a shift, snow pressure. They slice the canvas and exit, then head for the trees, about a mile, a plan to return for gear when it's safe. At the cedar, 2 underdressed tend a small fire. Broken branches 5 meters up suggest someone climbed to gather wood. 3 attempt to return toward the tent and collapse along the slope. The others dig a den near the ravine. The roof gives way. Crushing injuries follow. In the bitter cold, one by one, they succumb to exposure. The explanation isn't supernatural. It's a chain of mountain hazards stacking up. Wind, snow loading, a slab release, exposure, and a shelter failure. The Dyatlov Pass is a tragedy, not a riddle built for clicks. The forensic record and modern snow science explain the details, without secret weapons or monsters. If you want more myth versus evidence breakdowns, subscribe to History's Edge. In the comments, tell me which part you still question, and I'll cover it in a follow-up.